aimed at cooling the tensions between the United States and China have ended in a deal, according to the United States President Donald Trump. He said that China had agreed to supply the United States companies with magnets and rare earth material, and also while the United States would walk away and back at its threat to revoke the visas of the Chinese students that earlier it had said would do. Also, our deals with the China is also done subject to the final approval from the President Xi Jinping and also me, Trump wrote on the social media platform Truth Social. Also, it followed the day of the intense talks in London to resolve the conflicts that had emerged since the two sides agreed a truce in the May after a rapid escalation of tariff that had nearly paralyzed the trade between the world's two largest economies. But the limited nature of the announcement underscored the questions that the White House is facing about whether its tariff strategy can quickly yield solid trade deals. Also speaking on Thursday, President Donald Trump said he will set the unilateral tariff rates with trading partners in the next 1 or 2 weeks. The United States President said that he would also send out letters specifying the terms of the new deals ahead of a 9 July deadline to reimpose the higher tariffs on countries around the world. Separately, the U.S. Treasury Secretary, that is Scott Bessent, also said that it is expected that the United States would extend the existing pause on some of its most aggressive tariffs to allow the trade talk with other countries to continue. Also, details about the new agreement with China were limited. Also, the Trump and the Chinese leader Xi Jinping spoke over the phone call last week to kickstart the negotiation, which involved the top official from both the two economies. Also, officials said that it would not alter the broad outlines of the May truce, which lowered but did not eliminate the new tariff announced by the two countries since Trump launched a new trade war earlier this year. The two sides have in principle reached a framework for implementing the consensus reached by the two heads of the state during the phone call on the 5th of June and the consensus reached at the Geneva meeting, China's Vice Commerce Minister Li Chenggang said. Also, the U.S. Commerce Secretary, that is Howard Lutnick, also told the reporters that the two sides had reached a framework to implement the Geneva consensus. Also, once the presidents approve it, he will also then seek to implement it, he added. Also speaking to the broadcaster CNBC and Millennium on Wednesday, he also said that the talks had cleaned up the Geneva agreement. We are totally on the right track, he said, things feeling really good. We'll have to see how the negotiations work and how the issues get resolved.